PCS just revealed the studio pictures of their 1/3 scale shredder from their TMNT Legends line. The pre-order goes up in a couple of days. Let's take a look at them. Welcome back, everybody. GemMint here. Before we get into all the pictures, I think it's important to talk a little bit about PCS. They made a huge announcement just about a week or so ago. Now, ever since Anthony has bought the company and has taken over, it's been a couple of years, they have been distributed exclusively through Sideshow. The big announcement, the big collector's revolution was they're going to now be distributing direct to customers once again, which hasn't been done since Jerry Macaluso owned the company. Now, Sideshow's still going to carry their pieces, the collector's editions, but PCS is going to have their exclusives. And they announced a whole slew of exclusives, gold, silver, platinum, that have all of these different bonuses, whether it's switch outs or actual metal coins, real silver, real gold, real platinum, metal COAs, and more. They made a bunch of announcements. Their site is live, and it started with their quarter scale Lady Death on Throne piece. Well, Shredder has been revealed. It's going to go up for pre-order this Thursday, May 4th, and the pictures look amazing. Designed by the Chutrick brothers, who have designed some of your favorite statues for multiple companies, and sculpted by Diego Rios, who has done the other turtles from this line and a ton of other statues that you've seen. I feel like he doesn't get recognized enough, so I wanted to make sure I shouted him out. But let's take a look at the first picture, and this looks like these are all the platinum exclusive versions. So I'm assuming the gold and the silver and the collector's edition just don't have as many switch outs. So the first picture right here is an edited picture with the background, and it looks amazing. You've got Shredder with a half-broken mask. That's one of the exclusives, and he's got the katana in his right hand, which is one of those switch outs. What I love about this piece, it's got the sculpted cape and an incredible, immaculate design. You can see kind of like an upward angle. It's got like a yellow highlight going up against him, but man, he's got so much strength and power in this pose. The muscles are huge, and the detail in the outfit just looks awesome. Swinging over to that left hand as he's got it clenched in the air, you can see all the spikes on his gauntlet, the wraps of the gauntlet on his forearm, and I love that whited out eye too. Something about the whited out eyes always gets me. And then here goes Shredder with the regular portrait, and what I'm assuming is the regular right hand switch out that just has the blades on his fist here. He looks menacing. I love the steel armor color. That metallic silver looks great. As we get closer up, you can really hone in on the detail. Even the right hand looks uber realistic. The skin tone, the way that his hand's positioned. One of the big things out of the announcement was the edition size are going to be super low. For like the ultra exclusive, I think even something as low as 50. So that's kind of the collector's revolution that Ant was talking about on making collectibles collectible again. No exaggerated edition sizes and giving a reason to want to go for those exclusives. Let's take a look at the dimensions real quick. So 1/3 scale, it stands 27 inches tall, 17 inches deep, and 25 inches wide. And again, that includes that sculpted cape. And if you look at this piece from the side, man, they did a really good job of keeping the footprint small with this entire line. Even though it's a 1/3 scale piece with a sculpted cape, you can see that it doesn't really go that deep. Kudos to Chutrick brothers and Diego for designing and sculpting this thing with collector's space in mind. So speaking of that sideways shot, here's like the in-studio unedited pics. I love the movement of the cape, the tatterness towards the ends, the colors of that purple, going from a deep dark purple to a lighter purple. And then look at the base, not much going on. It's not taking up an unnecessary amount of space. So here's a look at what I'm assuming would be the collector's edition without those other switch outs. He looks awesome from the front, menacing, evil, formidable, and I'm just digging that armor. It's almost like Super Shredder armor in a sense. All right, let's swing it around a little bit here so we get another angle of that cape, a lot of movement, a lot of flowing without sticking back too far. Here we can see the cape from the back all the way. Looks great. Again, love how its movement is heading to one direction. And it looks great from so many different angles. I think this is really going to be one of their best pieces, man. I think it's going to be hard to top this Shredder. Love the fact that it's in 1/3 scale and that they have the turtles in the works. We've already got Raph and Donnie. And of course, Leo and Mikey would be coming up soon. Here's a close-up of the portrait. Again, I love the whited out eyes. First of all, you can't mess them up. And it really gives me those comic book vibes, and it makes him more mysterious and more intimidating when you can't see the pupils. Looking up this close at the armor, you can see the detail that's sculpted within it as well. a far departure from their animated series line, which would have been kind of just one solid color. This one is much more realistic. I don't know what more I could say about this. Everything from the pose, the detail, the paint applications looks great. Even on the right part of the cape here that we can see, you have kind of like this rip in it just out of nowhere, just so that it looks realistic and that it's actually been through battle. I want to thank That Spider-Man Booth for sponsoring this video. They have a monthly subscription box which guarantees you 5 comics, $100 retail value, plus 2 exclusives that you can only get in this box. The first one is 8 Billion Genies, issue number 8, Virgin cover, limited to just 500 copies. And the second one is 300, issue number 1, reprinting Frank Miller's classic with a limited print run of just 1,500. Check out ThatSpiderManBooth.com and sign up for their subscription box today. Here's like a close-up of the midsection, just letting you see all of the detail in the armor, everything from the wraps around the midsection, the chest plate, the shoulders. He's got the armor on his upper thighs, shin guards going over his knee. Man, so much great detail in this piece. I didn't really notice until this picture, but on this close-up, you can see the little blue highlights on the back of the helmet here. So nice to break up the color scheme a little bit. As we can see, that continues onto the back of the helmet. It's got the designs towards the bottom as well. And again, you can see different types of weathering and battle damage on the helmet. Up close, you can see the texturing on the cape as well. Spared no expense on the details. Here's a close-up of the katanas. You can see the texturing on the sheath, the rope that's tying them together. The wraps on the handle look great. Moving down toward the bottom of the piece, you can see again the weathering on the bottom of the cape and all of the battle damage on those shin guards. You've got the weapons on the floor. Here you can see them a little bit more close up. They're probably just freely scattered about, which I'm not really a huge fan of. But again, I don't really know if they key in or not. I just know that the Last Ronin piece had kind of the Fallen Turtles weapons that you can just scatter about on the base. Looks like a nice mix of swords and shurikens, which those look like they key in. Here's a side-by-side showing the 2 right arm switch outs. You got the katana, and then you have just his bare hand with the shredder claws, if you will. And then a side-by-side of the mask and the damaged mask. So interesting to note that the damaged mask has the regular eyes, whereas that collector's edition mask, is what I'm going to call it, has the whited out eyes. So I'm not really sure on the price or how they're going to break down all the exclusives. To be honest, I'm cool with the collector's edition. I think it's actually my favorite portrait, but they are offering other incentives with the silver, gold, and platinum editions. You get the other switch outs, you get the coins, you get the metal COAs, and there's this ruby ticket kind of raffle thing that I'm not really 100% sure of how it works. But I just want to say I think they did a great job on this piece. I am in love with this line. I'm all in. Hope they continue past the Turtles and keep bringing us more characters like they did with their animated series line. I'm happy and excited for PCS with all the licenses they're getting, with now selling direct to customers and getting more freedom and really controlling their product a little bit more. Shout out to them. I hope they have this at the Collector Zone event, which I'm going to be at in just 2 weeks. So make sure to check out the channel for that. Make sure to like the video if you're digging the content, subscribe and all that good stuff. But most importantly, thank you for watching and stay minty fresh. Peace.